Hello, I'm Ledford Nelson from Craven Tenor Guitars. I want to thank you very much for joining me today because today I get the opportunity to share with you Bel Larenn. Taken from the Creole language, Bel Larenn means the beautiful queen, and we have done everything we possibly can to make certain that she lives up to her name. Let me give you a little bit of background on 2 years of research and development that went into Bel Larenn long before she left the drawing board off to be created as a prototype. To create a true tenor resonator guitar, the scale has to be 23 inches, the same as the original tenor guitars in the 1920s to the 1960s. The body has to be an O body shape. And if you've ever played one of our Sherry Ulrich 265 songbirds, you know how clear and how resonant that body shape can be, provided it's always made of solid woods, not laminate and not plywood. And that brings me up to the importance of the wood. The Bel Larenn is made of solid, hand-selected mahogany wood, not plywood, not laminate, the real thing. That way you get the maximum voicing, the maximum tone of the guitar itself. And along with that O body shape, you get the beautiful lower bout, but most importantly, in this case, is the upper bout is much larger than the triolean. And that's why on many, many trioleans, you often find that they have a ring like this, or possibly a very small F-hole. With the O body shape, I was able to expand the size of those F-holes much larger. And that really allows the voicing of the guitar to come through when you're playing acoustically. If you're playing along with a fiddle and maybe a banjo and another guitar, you're going to be the loud kid in the block. They're really going to hear you. Let's talk about the components themselves. The metal components being the Wilkinson style vintage tuner. It's an open tuner, the same as what was seen in the early 1920s and 30s resonator guitars. The triple dipped cover, as you can see, will give you years of highly polished shine. Our own custom made specifically for Craven Tenor guitar, and I have a lifetime supply of them, 4-string tail pieces. And the final important thing for the Bel Larenn was her aesthetic appearance. She truly had to be finished to be the artistic guitar that the rest of the guitar truly is. It's artistic for the true professional guitar player, for the person who loves playing a resonator at home. She is truly an artistic premium grade tenor guitar. So let's have a close look at her. First of all, let's have a really nice look at that mahogany. The color of the mahogany is accented by the finishing. The stain is called a vintage cognac. So it really brings out that really rich, warm color of the wood itself. Let's go up to the neck. The neck, as you can see, the headstock has the Abalone inlay. From the neck is also finished in the Abalone purfling, and the binding is the vintage cream or vintage ivory, if you wish, binding. The fret marks are on the side as well. You can see the Bel Larenn up in the top there. There's your gold finished vintage Wilkinson tuners. And then we can look at the ethically sourced Abalone inlay. Coming down the neck, you can see it's finished with a contour rather than square. Also, being a true 23-inch, the neck joins the body at the 12th fret. You can see here that we have our 1930s Zephyr radio knobs that were custom made for Craven Tenor guitars. There is the F-hole. Look at the size of the F-hole in comparison to the size of that upper bout. You can see they are loud, they are bright. And we'll get a chance to show you that in a few minutes. There, of course, is the Craven Tenor guitar only for a string tailpiece. It may seem like a small thing, but you know what? There are so many people who manufacture their guitars and use cheap shortcuts, like 6-string components, rather than being creative in creating their own components for tenor guitars. Tenor guitar market is very, very small. We're a very small and tight-knit community. I wanted to create components that are true tenor guitar components rather than just using 6-string and taking shortcuts. I don't like shortcuts. I loathe shortcuts. All right, let's have another look at it. You can also see the Abalone inlay along the upper part of the body, the purfling. And the body itself is, of course, finished with a single layer of the ivory binding as well. You plug in, located there, and if you want to put a strap on, there you are, it's ready. So, I'm not going to embarrass myself by trying to play something for you. I am not a confident guitar player, but I will go make some noise on it. I want to show you how it sounds when it's played acoustically as well as electrically. I think you're going to be thrilled to hear what it actually sounds like. So let's wander over and let's make some noise. Acoustically. Plugged in. This is where I wish I'd spent more on an amplifier instead of buying an old used keyboard amplifier. Anyway, I digress. there you go. Hey, I want to thank you for stopping by today, checking out the Bel Larenn. I appreciate you not throwing tomatoes at me while I tried to make some noise for you. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. Love your family and friends while you've got them.